The following was recorded in front of a live studio audience at the Studio 21 Podcast Café. This is the United Podcast Network.
It's time for a crunch or two. It's time for a little something something. It's time for the Snack Authority. The Snack Authority. The authority on snacks. Snacks of all kinds. From the most common and wildly famous to the most obscure and unknown. The Snack Authority. Snacking all the time so you don't have to.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Snack Authority, broadcasting live from the Studio 21 Podcast Café. The Snack Authority is a weekly podcast where we dig into the history, taste, and flavor of local snacks, national favorites, and yes, even some bizarre or international treats alone or in head-to-head battles. My name is Jess, and with me is my panel of snacking experts. Hi, Dave.
Hi.
And hi, Ed.
I'm here, and this one's a little unusual, I would say, as snacks go.
And I'll take the hit for it because I know Jessica came in this morning and she looked at this and said, what? Why is this? It was me.
Yeah. He admitted it.
Yeah.
It's not like he was hiding it. Didn't throw Ed under the bus or anything.
I thought it was the weirdest thing, and I said, okay, I've never heard of this. Maybe it's interesting. Maybe it's not, but it's called flock.
Yeah, and did you get it because it was keto or just because it was a weird thing?
No, I've been looking at keto stuff because I'm trying to be good, and I said maybe there's something there, not thinking of the show, thinking for myself to eat on a regular basis. I don't know when the show is going to air, but we're in the pandemic thing.
Right.
Is this going to be during this?
Yeah, we'll get this one out pretty quickly.
So with social distancing and all that, and Phil is social distancing. He's about 30 miles away. But
He's going to be happy he missed this one.
yeah, maybe. But I said, this is something that it's a cute name, flock.
It's adorable.
So what would you think?
Flocks with an X, right?
No,
No.
F-L-O-C-K.
Oh, I would have put an X.
Yeah, that would have been
Because
cooler,
you're
right?
super cool.
But chicken chips. So I say, and that sounds like it's not too bad either, maybe.
Yeah, you
Chicken
thought
flavored chips, maybe,
yeah.
whatever. But it's not. It's actually chicken skin.
Oh.
Chicken skin, salt, soybean oil, or canola oil. That's it.
Right. Because do you remember those chicken crackers?
No.
They were around a long time ago. Chicken-flavored crackers.
No.
I'll have to dig those up for a future episode.
No kidding. So, there's pork rinds, which are like a puffed pork skin, I guess. Is how
they deep fry it and it puffs out.
This is not that. And I'll tell you, because one of the other podcasts that's here on the United Podcast Network, we had it here, and he was, wow, that's interesting. And I show him the bag, and he opens it up and starts eating it.
And?
So I said, oh. And he says, oh, not bad at all. And he ate it all. And I said, oh, all right. He'll try anything.
Okay, that's
right.
positive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's meat. And it's meat because it's a chicken skin, right?
Yeah.
Would that be meat?
Definitely
it's
the
the
vegan
skin of
would
an
not
animal.
eat this, yeah.
And 180 calories.
There's 0 carbs, 0 sugars, and 13 grams of protein. I get why this is a good keto snack. It's just, it's unusual for me to see
chicken skin and seasoning.
Yeah.
And I would imagine it is deep fried. I'm guessing, you think, or whatever.
It's probably, does it have oil listed?
Soybean or canola.
Yeah.
So remember when we had something else disgusting, and as soon as we opened the bag, I can't remember what it was. The smell was like turned us off.
It's toxic.
So let's make sure we do that. Let's smell it.
Let's do that. This is like child-proof bag, man.
Just smells kind of chickeny.
I had to basically chew the bag. It is thick. This is a thick bag
to hold all the goodness inside.
Yes.
Well, as you might
Give it a nice
imagine,
whiff.
I did.
Yeah.
Flock hasn't been around that long, but these are made by Flock Foods, and we're sampling the original flavor.
Jess can't get
Or maybe
through this.
Jess isn't sampling it. I don't know. They're also available in salt and vinegar and barbecue flavors.
So flock, I'm thinking a flock of chickens, a flock of birds.
Yeah.
Do they deal with all just bird food?
Like
or food made of birds?
Like they have a flock of seagulls
Yeah.
or something.
What was one of their songs? Iran?
I
just want to run away.
And she wants to run away, absolutely.
So I think for now, you probably ordered these directly from their website.
Yeah.
And the cost is $24 for 8 1-ounce bags, so it's not cheap.
All right.
And shipping is $5. Now, the company, though, they're donating the greater of 55% of their net income or 5,000 chickens. They might donate chickens.
All right.
To the
very interesting
Heifer International's Flock of Chicks program. The program provides a family in need a starter flock of 10 to 50 chicks.
Oh.
And then the families can raise the chickens either for their own use or
eat
to
eggs
start
and then
a
eat chickens.
business.
Oh,
Sure.
I don't think I could do it.
A chicken is a good
You
thing.
fall in love with them.
Well,
They're like house pets.
yeah, but if they
I don't know
just
if a
lay
chicken
eggs, you don't fall in love with the eggs. You just eat them, right?
Yeah, but I know it's parents. I don't want to.
You don't want. You just want to get them from the market basket or something.
I like the market basket. They're very nice.
I mean, as you mentioned, these are keto-friendly, gluten-free, dairy-free, all-natural snacks produced in Southern California.
So we are a podcast, so you're hearing us, but we also do this on video, so you can go to YouTube or Facebook or whatever, find the Snack Authority and actually see it. And in this case, you may want to see what this puffed skin. I wouldn't say puffed, right?
It looks like either like a flaky pie crust or
Right.
it literally looks
Okay.
like fried chicken
It
skin.
it doesn't puff out the way a pork rind might. Well,
Here goes.
Jess is not going to have much of this one.
It tastes like chicken.
It's quite oily, I think.
It is very oily. It's meaty. I mean, it tastes like chicken. It does taste like chicken. I think that my issue with it is the oil bite, and that it tastes like if you had left your chicken on the counter overnight and then went and snuck some in the morning. And I feel like that is what's getting me right now.
It is.
You scared of this?
No, I think the fear has kind of made way for I need something to wash
So-
out that.
If you had a rotisserie chicken and the outside got burnt, and you left it out for it to dry because you don't want it bendable because
Right.
because that's what it is, right?
Yeah, and it's not so different from, eating just the skin from a fried chicken, except it doesn't have a lot of spice to it.
And I was just about to say the same thing, that it's a lot less salty and spicy than I thought. You could add more.
I would like salt even.
Yeah.
A little bit more.
The amount of salt on these, I think, is right, because I think if you add more, I think it'll be too oily and salty. Right now, I think the oil is taking the place of the salt. This really tastes like, besides the texture, just like a piece of chicken. Like your first bite of a KFC piece of chicken.
Yeah.
I don't mind it.
Not horrible, but as a snack, it's expensive.
Yeah.
It might, though, do well for keto people who want something crunchy for a change, right?
A lot of keto snacks are expensive, but this is clean. This is just literally chicken skin salt.
Yeah.
So you're going to pay more to have a snack that doesn't have the funny business in it,
And
So what else does Flock make?
all I could find right now are these chips in 3 flavors.
It's going to be tough. The name of the company is Flock.
Right.
Flock Foods. What else could they possibly do? Ostrich skin?
Turkey skin?
Maybe. Would that be different?
Not a lot. They seem like they kind of box themselves in.
Yeah.
But
I don't know, man. These are very different. I've not seen anything like this before. I think there's definitely going to be a market for it.
well, Jess, in the snack news,
Oh.
I think we've got one that you will prefer to this. and one that you might find even more disturbing than this.
This is what you
one.
do to me all the time. It's like a roller coaster
Well,
relationship.
let's start with the good news.
All right.
There's a new flavor of M&Ms.
Sweet.
Yeah. The folks over at Mars Wrigley Confectionery have introduced this new flavor. It was teased back in August, and it is fudge brownie.
All righty now.
That sounds like something you could eat.
Sounds like a patty.
Yeah, it seems these are supposed to be filled with the taste of fudgy brownies. They're bigger than a regular M&M, about the size of a peanut M&M.
Okay.
And the middle is chewier, like a brownie.
That's
they're
actually very
they're probably
different.
sweeter than these flock chicken skins.
There's no sweetness detected here at all.
Right?
I would hope so.
Now, we've got, in other news, another flavor of a very popular snack.
All right.
Now, before you get too excited, Jess,
I'm waiting.
currently these are only available in Australia,
All right.
and it's a new flavor of Doritos.
Oh, no.
In Australia.
Vegemite.
No.
Oh, God.
The new flavor is Mountain Dew Doritos chips. Now, you don't even have to wash it down with the Mountain Dew. It's right in the chip.
Oh, man.
It's a limited edition.
Wonder
It's
why.
in the chip, a liquid in the chip?
No,
No,
just the
like-
taste of Mountain Dew.
What does the taste of Mountain Dew?
Citrusy.
Midnight gaming?
And it's high caffeine, Mountain Dew.
Yeah, I don't know if the chips
Jet
are
fuel.
going to have caffeine in them. You know, they say it's a lemon citrus flavor of Mountain Dew with the full-on crunch of Doritos.
Yeah, so they're borrowing the name.
Yeah.
You know, that's a...
You see a lot of these
Yeah.
partnerships,
Yeah.
and some of
Right.
them don't make a lot of sense. It always makes sense to do them limited edition. You don't know if it catches on, you can make it a regular.
It's not
This is
going
one
to
of
make...
those things that goes together. You know that, like, at least half the people eating Doritos later at night are drinking Mountain Dew at the same time.
Sure. Washing it down with something, right?
You're done with that, huh? Yeah.
I'm going to level with you. I've tried it. I can say I've tried it. I'm good.
My fingers are so greasy.
Yeah. I
Can't
don't
do
know.
it, man.
Could be just my bag, but a lot of them are crumbs in the
Yeah.
bag, you know?
I've been, like, mostly off chicken anyway during this.
Not much of it, though. I ate my whole bag.
It's 1 ounce.
And I'm eating Jess's after.
1 ounce is not a lot.
No.
But,
It's not a lot, but
Well, it's
these are
180
surprisingly
calories for
light.
1 ounce.
well,
Yeah.
there's a lot of oil and there's a lot of fat in the chicken skin to start with. So even at a smaller serving size, it should fill you up and make you feel like you ate something.
It's very high in protein. But honestly, with something like this, I mean, this is the perfect snack for keto.
It says right on the back.
It's
keto.
absolutely perfect. Yeah.
Keto.
Crazy.
And what does that logo remind you of? Their logo is a chicken, but doesn't it look just like you're old enough, Ed Sullivan, to remember? Is it the chicken in Kellogg's cornflakes?
It looks a lot like that.
Kellogg's cornflakes.
Yeah.
You don't remember
Don't.
back in the day.
Back in the day.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. The body almost looks like it has bricks in it, doesn't it?
Maybe that's just the strips of skin.
Yeah, it's
Seasoned to perfection.
I got to tell you, I'm not going to buy these. First off, they're somewhat expensive.
Right.
And also, I could see maybe wanting this if you're doing pure keto.
Yeah.
But for the regular folks, unless you're some kind of crazy chicken fan,
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's different. It's definitely worth a try, especially if you're diving into keto and you need a snack and you want something that's got that little bit of crisp to it, but very unusual.
Are you a pork skin guy?
No, I'm not a fan of the pork rinds.
Yeah.
I
Me
really
either.
really don't have any use for them. Oh, and by the way, those chicken crackers were called chicken biscuit. BISKIT.
I never heard of it before.
Well, I'm going to track some
All
down
right.
because Jess loves chicken.
That's nice.
I can't even be sure they still make them, but if they do, Jess, you've got that to look forward to.
You're the best.
So this is not, you'd call it a snack, Even though it's a protein, it's a snack.
This
it's not a meal.
No.
It's not dessert.
I'm not sure anyone should make a meal of just chicken skin.
Yeah, but this would hold you over a long time. If you had the 3 p.m. snack munchies, you needed something, this is going to tide you over till dinner.
Yeah, maybe longer.
Maybe forever.
Very interesting.
If you guys ever have an idea of a snack we should dig into, an idea of anything to pair against each other, please contact us at thesnackauthority@gmail.com. We do love to hear from you. Please let your snack eating friends know about us, share us, subscribe to us, give us a 5-star rating. We like that. For Dave, Ed, and myself, have a wonderful chicken snacking week.
The views and opinions expressed by the hosts, guests, or callers of this program do not necessarily reflect the opinions of the Studio 21 Podcast Café, the United Podcast Network, its partners, or affiliates.